Ooh, what's up, everybody? It's me, San Martin, and Niles Banghauser. And I decided to go ahead and come up here real quick because of a few reasons, man. But I like to start this show a little bit different. But let's do it right here. Well, Niles, obviously this morning I saw a post of somebody in the groups talking about how Apple is sending out an email and people are saying it's phishing, and then
Yep.
obviously going to Google and asking, is this an actual issue? And it's just so confusing because some are saying, yes, it's phishing. Some are saying, no, it's not phishing. But man, what is tell everybody who you are so everybody knows exactly what you're offering in life.
Yeah. So I'm Niles Banghauser, CEO and founder of Century CTO and TechStop. We provide residential and commercial IT and cybersecurity services. Been serving the area for 7 years now, if you can believe it. And yeah. Anyway, so I like to kind of keep an eye on these things and make sure the community is well educated, so all of us can stay safe in the digital age that we live.
Yeah, and it's even more scarier than ever. I mean, it's just a little bit of like a background of how scared I am. 3 years ago, the Prescott Times literally got hacked and taken from me. Like there is no more domain. They held it all captive, and I'm like, what can I do to go ahead and to return or turn this around? And what can I do after I get it to go ahead and be safe? So
Mhm.
let's go over a couple of the actual scams that we are seeing currently right now. Miles, I'll let you take this and lead because I feel like that you have insight on what's going on.
Yeah, and I guess the encouraging part of this is that we're seeing basically the same types of scams happening as we saw 10 years ago. They're just getting better at it. And then we have things like AI making it so the language barrier is not there. You used to be able to look at that email from the Siberian prince or whatever that wants to give you a fortune, and
I do
you'd see all
remember
the
that.
spelling mistakes. Yeah. So they're getting better in that regard, but they're using the same tricks. And what that means, and the cool thing is that we just have to get better at the basics. We don't have to learn all these new tricks to keep ourselves protected. We just have to get better at using the tips and tricks we've been told for years. So yeah, I mean, types of scams, we're seeing all sorts of things. From so like this Apple email that we got, people wonder, people are on high alert, which is great. You want to be careful. It's always better safe than sorry. But you get phishing emails that want you to enter your password, and they kind of scare you a lot of times to trick you into giving up sensitive information. You see pop-ups on your computer happen where it says, hey, your computer's infected. And they make this really scary thing with flashing pictures, and they'll make sounds that sound really scary, and they want you to call a number, and the next thing you know, you're caught up in a scam that way. And then businesses especially have a problem of hackers getting into their emails and sending out fake invoices to all their clients and vendors and things like that. um,
Wow.
so all the if there's a way a hacker can make money using technology and getting into your accounts, they're going to take advantage of that.
Yes, and just FYI, they're even getting into the groups right now, requesting help for their loved ones, or they're wanting to go ahead and actually help out other people. They're like, send us some money. We're going to go ahead and send this money to other people. We're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to go ahead and do that. And even those are scary because it's like they're really preying on the vulnerable, and they're also
Mhm.
preying on people that really do want to help. And our community is full of people that want to help, and that's one of the things that I've been acknowledging. And so we on our group pages are trying our hardest to go ahead and keep those people out. If they're not a person that I know personally, or if they're not an actual business here locally that I know about, they do not get in. And if they do get in, it's it's really quick to go ahead and get them out of there, as far as like a delete and block. But sometimes, Facebook, in the groups, they're allowing, posts to go ahead and go in because we have allowed them before. They're just like going off of what we have done before. And sometimes they get in, and I'm just like, wow, how do they get in? And over time that, Facebook just keeps on switching up their programs and how people are allowed to go ahead and get in those groups and actually prey on the vulnerable. So these are the things that I know for a fact that are happening. And just recently, Prescott Valley Police Department sent us a thing on December 10th, which is yesterday. It was talking about the holiday safety tips. Let me see if I can share this without my dang thing going. What do you call it? Frozen.
Yep.
So Valley sends out holiday safety tips. So the Prescott Valley Police Department would like to remind citizens that the holiday season is an important time to be careful while you enjoy festivities and friends and family. Here are a few safety tips to help you be more prepared while you enjoy the holidays. Shopping during daylight hours whenever possible. If you must at night, go with a friend or a family member. Now, this is actual, this is like a predator hanging out in the parking lot type of stuff. So, I mean, obviously it's not a scam, but it's actually something that you're going to want to go ahead and keep yourself safe from. Avoid carrying large amount of cash and keep cash in front pocket. Pay for purchases with credit card if possible. Avoid overloading yourself with packages. It's important to have a clear visibility and freedom of motion to avoid mishaps. Obviously, this is going through a different talk rather than what's going on with us. But here's one. If you use an ATM, choose one that is located inside of a well-lit location. Well lit. We'll go with lit. Protect your PIN by shielding the ATM keypad, and for anyone who is standing nearby, do not throw your ATM receipt away at the ATM location. So these are the simple things that are happening currently in our location. But what are some scams that you have been seeing lately that are really kind of like scary for you?
Yeah, well, so I'm glad you bring up. Sorry, there's a little echo. There we go. I'm glad you bring up social media because that's a big one. Like you said, I mean, they're preying on people who are vulnerable, and they're only vulnerable because, like you said, they want to help. So you see a post that says, "Hey, I'm looking for donations." You're like, "Oh yeah, here's $10, here's $20, whatever." But you obviously don't want that going to some scammer. So I think social media posts are a big one. Just knowing what to look out for, and like I said, I mean the basics apply whether it's social media or email. When we're in the holiday season, it's really easy to get a little bit lax in our habits because we want to enjoy the time. We have a lot of time off work. Businesses too. They're just trying to wrap up. They're kind of you feel a little bit of that calm spirit. You want to relax and stuff, but the hackers and scammers are not taking time off. They are working overtime because they know when we're holiday shopping or we're on social media and we're in that giving spirit, right? There's a lot more of that during the holiday season. Cyber criminals are taking advantage. And like Facebook Marketplace, we didn't touch on that. There's a lot of people claiming to be selling stuff, even just simple things like furniture or this, that, the other. I think the most important thing to remember is you never know who you're talking to until you're face to face with them, and you see the product there. Okay, you can give them money, but paying online, unless it's a reputable retailer, if you're on Amazon.com or Walmart.com or something like that, or maybe it's a local business with their website, you know who it is, you can pay online. But when you're dealing with people directly, like on social media, don't pay them digitally. Get some cash from the ATM, pay them when you get there and you pick up the product. That's a really simple way to protect yourself in that way.
Yeah, and it's pretty it's pretty insane. This morning I had a morning meeting with the girls out there at Quailwood Greens, and some people were targeting restaurants and bar venues, saying, "Hey, I got a band that's coming in, and if you go ahead and pay with your credit card now, we'll go ahead and blah blah blah." Or if we pay for our credit card or whatever it may be. I don't know exactly what the words were, but they were saying that we're bringing this band in. All you got to do with a low price of $7,000. It's just like, wow, they're going to every extent that they can possibly to make sure or try to go ahead and scam you. I ended up getting, emails and messages, and they're just popping up in there. And if I reply to those emails, and then all of a sudden I'm spammed, I'm just like spammed. It's like, what the heck is going on?
Mhm.
So even emails that you open up or even reply to is kind of like an open door of just saying, I'm just going to go ahead and ruin your day and just load you with a whole bunch of extra stuff. So I only got a few more minutes, but Niles, give them a little bit of a rundown what they can do to go ahead and make sure that they're not scammed in 2024.
Yeah. So what I love teaching is what's called the SLAM method. And this applies to any unsolicited message that you get. So whether it's a text message, an email, a Facebook message, if your kids are getting private messages in video games that they're playing, you can use the SLAM method to kind of um, to investigate and see if it might be a scam. So first is look at the sender. Do you know the sender? Is it coming from the right phone number or the right email address or whatever? Verify that. Next, you're going to look at the links. So you don't want to click on any links unless you already know what it is. So you can investigate by seeing, hover your mouse over the links, see where it goes, see if it's where you would expect it to go. A is attachments. That's going to be don't open attachments unless you already know what it is. If you get a bill from the utility company, okay, you know what that is, you know what the attachment is, great. If it's an unsolicited message you weren't expecting, don't click on the attachment. And then M is message. So if it's somebody that you know or a company that you know, does the message sound like them? Is it the way they normally write their emails? Is it the same tone? Is it the same professionalism? Are they asking you to do something odd? Those are ways that you can analyze the message, use the SLAM method, and kind of see, okay, yeah, this is most likely a scam, or hey, it looks like it might be legit.
Yep. And then just FYI, AI is getting really, really good. I mean, even this video right here, it can record both of our voices and actually send you an email or even a voice message by saying, "Hey, what's up? It's me, San Martin. I need you, or can you do me a favor?" And it's just it's so scary out there right now. But I'm not saying that it's all bad, because sometimes you can use it for the good, but it is very scary out there. So if you guys are out there today utilizing social media, if you are a business, start doing the third party authentications. Change your password on a regular basis, and really honestly secure everything that you can possible in order for you to acknowledge that if it's too good to be true, it's probably true. It's not true.
Yeah, and don't let anyone pressure you to acting too quickly. Take your time. If you get some sort of message, just take your time, look at it, analyze it. Taking that extra 2 minutes can save you a huge headache.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you, Niles. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to your business so you could go ahead and give them, if anybody has any extra questions, that they could go to you and, pick your brain.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you need services for your home, TechStop is our residential services division. It's techstopaz.com. You can find us online. And then if you need help for your business, Century CTO is our commercial services division, where we specialize in cybersecurity and comprehensive IT support.
Make sure you guys are all secure. Like, if you guys don't think or understand about the whole security deal with your POS systems, or even your emails, your websites, or even your computers at home, it'd probably be a good idea to go ahead and have that conversation. Because
sorry, real quick, I was just going to say, talking about like these unsolicited messages, if you get one where you're not sure if it's legit, feel free to give us a call. As a free service, we'll have you just forward the message to us. We'll analyze it and give you our recommendation.
All right. Well, with that being said, man, I do appreciate your time, and thank you for jumping on. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to go ahead and reach out to us. I'll send you probably to Niles in order for you guys to go ahead and have that security for your business and also for your own personal need. I mean, like, everything's online right now, guys. So prepare yourselves and get ready. And one way to do it is just hit up Niles.
Yep. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you, my friend. I got to go. So with that being said, peace out, guys. Bye-bye.
Yeah.